Let me say good evening to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here living with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. Tonight it's going to be quite fascinating as usual. Remember, we've gone 25 minutes past 8. It's the time check in Liberia. I don't know where you are, but the time is like that. But of course, I know I can simply tell you, we're living from our end here. We are here together to do what we can for our country. Those of you out there, thanks so much for keeping up the faith and, of course, working in line with us, working with God's mandate, making sure that indeed you keep your country high. I really must appreciate you people. People are the new mayors of our time. Yes, but the comfort you enjoy, your heart remains restless because the wall of your country is breaking down. The walls of your country is torn apart. And of course, everything is burned down. You people are the new mayors. Yes, by being a foreign land and enjoying all of the comforts, you still think about your country. You believe until your country can be peaceful, you remain restless. Now, thank you people so much, especially for those of you in the diaspora. Thank you for loving your country. Thanks for keeping the faith. Thanks for the prayers. Thanks for the support you continue to render. We really, really appreciate you people. And we are grateful that we are here together again. That's up to you, my class prefects, Matilda Stevens, and the rest of the other folks. How you guys doing? I hope you are doing so great tonight. The man bro is back in class. Bro has everything. I hope you're doing so great. Yeah, there. These are all of the new mayors. Any new mayor? No one new mayor did. He's always concerned about news about his native. And despite being at the hegemony of power in a foreign land, because of the sake of his people, he had to beg the king to resign his comfort position. A comforted position, comfortable position, comforting position. He had to resign it because he needed to go back home to build. Many of you may not be physically back home, but your hearts are back home. And I want to tell you thank you for that. You are great men and women who are out there and contemplating and thinking about your country on a daily basis. Some of you are calling us on a daily basis. What is it that can be a business venture that I can go into there? Those are questions you're asking. People who love their country and think about their country, they ask these kind of questions. And we are very happy that you people that are asking these kind of questions. It tells that we are certainly a group of people who really are concerned about what's happening in our country. So I thank you all for everything. Our mothers who are here locally and are doing everything they can on their ballots. They are praying and for the sake of their children. It's not for them. If you look at some of their ages, future is not on their side. But everything they are ever laboring for is for the sake of their children. And the rest of the life they got to live on earth is for the sake of their children. And we are all grateful to you, our mothers, our fathers, for being strong, for having interest in the future of your children. And we are grateful to all of you for that. And let me say, hats up to the committed men and women of God of this country who are doing everything they can to pray for stability in the land, peace in the land. And we are forever grateful that no matter what people think and what their thoughts are, no matter how terrible this country is, God will always be on his own side. So we are grateful to the Almighty God for considering us despite the imperfections we exhibit on a daily basis. We will continue to do what we can in our weak ways. And we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for his grace and mercy that continue to look at us just as we are. And we are of the knowledge that not because his grace and mercy continue to locate us just as we are and wherever we are, it means that we will continue or we should continue into sin. No, we're not going to. That mercy is meant to give us time to repent, to change our ways. And certainly we will do. We have to do. Not even will, but we have to do. Now let me say thanks to all those international partners who got interest in our country, and we are happy that you too also here remember whatever affect us, it will affect you too. There are some of you who have gone silent on some issues, but it depends, maybe it depends on regime change or the regime diplomatic policies and so forth. All the kind of things that could have a bearing, because there are many times people will say, "Oh, why are the Americans not talking now?" No, the way the Democrats will approach democracy in Africa is not how the Republicans will approach democracy in Africa. Right? Everything deals with policies, the focus. So, like you see in Unity Party now, CDC focus in governance is about empowerment. Unity Party focus in government are different things. So you can say, "Oh, the same thing." No. CDC and Unity Party not the same. They get their priority areas. Unity Party priority are self-empowerment, personal aggrandizement. But CDC priority and focus is driven towards people's empowerment. So that kind of thing, when you see it depends the kind of government that in power. So for the Republicans, no, they've made it clear, and they will always be their own focus. The only time I saw Republicans saying something relating to Liberia, it was during George Bush time. That was when Taylor was in office. Yeah, that was when, and that was a concerted regional global power where you had Great Britain, and they too were also pushing because the colony Sierra Leone right there, and all the things that were happening. So it was a concerted effort, and that was when we heard. Then come swiftly into this, but theirs had not been about except they see violence somewhere, they step in. That's their own area, right? Yeah, and they see, yeah, that's why it is so far. But again, especially for His Excellency Donald J. Trump, his focus and everything is not about Africa. And if it is Africa, he said it is business interest. So it has nothing to do with what you do here. We like it, we do whatever it is. That's why you see, and the diplomatic, I don't know how to describe it. I want to say in a way that I was understand. The diplomatic messaging, yeah, you could sense during the CDC time is not the same kind of messaging you will sense during the Unity Party time. Now, watch out as well. These people, they have diplomatic connects. America is the champion, or America is the parent diplomatic mission when it comes to Liberia. The way you expect for EU or Great Britain or Belgium to assess diplomatic developments in Liberia, the way they're supposed to talk it, they will not talk it if America does not take the lead to talk it. Because it's like, that's my territory. You can't be saying something about my territory in a kind of demeaning manner. I control that. So our own diplomatic ties and things we have internationally, globally, and nationally, and internationally or globally, the way we will speak about issues, we got to observe who's the parent diplomatic mission in that country. What are they thinking? What are they saying? What is the tone? You don't want to appear like you want to be seen like you're more caring about somebody's child more than they do. So they are very much careful in those kind of things. So the diplomatic community, no matter how you go about, you say you're carrying protests so here and there, the way the Democrats will respond to protest or respond to governance in Liberia is not how the Republicans will respond to governance in Liberia. Those are two different political parties, two different ideologies, but they are all American democratic system that they practice. So we got to know all of these things so that we don't see ourselves like this. Look, whether you like it, you want to go do anything with Joseph Walker. Have you ever seen the Americans come and condemn the opposition for whatever they are doing to as a show of support to the government for what they're doing? No, you haven't seen that. Equally so, they haven't come strong to release a statement against government. So it's like, let them do what they can. It's all up to them. In as much as our interest, our business interests are not being affected, we think that they are independent, they can manage their own affairs. Whichever way they want to do it, that's it. Except they are doing something that borders on our personal stuff. That's when now we can come in. But we can't come in at this stage. We just leave it with them. Let them do what they can. These people know how to hold their people accountable. If they want to do it, that's it. And that is it. These people should be mature enough to handle their own affairs. But if in handling our affairs, it affects the affairs of America, that's when you see them getting ready to come in. So understand all of these dynamics in politics, especially in the diplomatic community. So you got to understand it. It's not the same. The way these people behave here, the Republicans, the Democrats, no, for them, they want to get involved with the democratic makeup of a country of interest. They want to be involved with it. So that is what it is. So let us not be, somebody protests and think we're taking here and there, you want to be here. But again, don't expect them to respond the way they responded during CDC time. Two different governments, and we have two different foreign governments, and we have two different local governments, right? So new governments are now in power. The Republicans versus the Unity Party. They have some level of semblance. Then we have the Democrats and that of the CDC. Yeah. So let it be clear. Let it be clear. Some of these sensitizations are very important. Because the Unity Party people may think, they put in our interest. That why they're not talking. You see how they putting more on CDC? They're not putting more all of that. Allah. It depends the kind of government they're not the same people. It's not the same kind of players. It's not the same kind of players. So let's agree that Chris Smith was a Republican or is a Republican representative, but his code and his I don't want to describe it. I want to describe it in a way of intruding into Liberia's political affairs. He used sufficient grounds because he had a political party in government in America that was interested in hearing what happens in Liberia, and they could have a direct say. There were statements that were made by people like Jefferson Koji. The U.S. embassy could immediately release statements saying anybody who makes a statement that undermines democratic credentials of any nation, they will be reminding you that these statements undermine the democratic tenets of governance in Africa. We are past and out already. Anybody who's caught up in it, there is XYZ, will place you on sanction. You'll see the American embassy will be reminding you. That's the democratic way of doing things. They will tell you, say, you're checking our file there. Let's just remind them that the other statement you just made, this is what will happen. You're not hearing that now. Who told you they are not there? Those acts are passed. They are there. It depends which government wants to pick it up, to use it. Right? So it does not mean, that the Unity Party people, they let them, what they do. No, they're not. Then the Unity Party stay, and I think Trump will likely, if the Republicans were to leave power, before the Unity Party leaves power, you will see a change in diplomatic approach. All the terrible things that they are doing, that what the people may use against them, because for the Democrats, they have their own way of thinking very differently. They highlight merely the human rights issues. They enter into the country, they think that they can provide political guardians, while it is true that they may have their interests that they are looking after, but they are direct
direct, physically, you will see that they are watching with their eyes. They will tell you that we are watching. That's why you'll be seeing. They will be telling you, say, we are watching, we are watching. That's how they behave. That's how they do their stuff. The Republicans are not like that. So you hear Unity Party people. Now, the question they should ask themselves is, have these people ever condemned the opposition for anything and say the opposition should be able to give the government chance for the, this, that, blah, 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 all the kind of thing. No. They are not criticizing the opposition for whatever. No, they just leave it. It's a level playing field. Anybody want to anything, do it, whatever it is, that's it. The one that has to do with us, our interest, when you touch it, then we come in. But they want anything you do here, want to do each other, that issue. And say you pick up now, you say you're going to the U.S. embassy and to go to something, you see one big statement from there quick. Or touch any American institution interest here now. Especially Trump has told you that he cleared it for business. You saw how when he came to that deal that Boga goes on midnight. You saw how they were releasing statements and all over here and there, telling them thank you, Joseph Boga, thank you for allowing our company to Canada. When statement that you are hearing from them, right? Oh, think about it. Anything that has to do with them, they will release statement. They will appreciate you as a country. Anything that goes against them, they will release statement. They will tell you to stop as a country. All right. So that's what it is. So we are certainly on our own. And that's what we're supposed to exercise some level of independence. And show that we don't always have to look up to people to stand up for us before we know that we are somebody. Because you will not always have a government in power in the foreign communities or the diplomatic communities that will have interest in coming to your aid to stand for you or put fear in your officials. You yourself, you have that ability to put fear in your officials. You made them. So if you can shy away from that responsibility, that's being irresponsible. Who should hold who to account? The first line of duty as a responsible citizen, as a civic duty that you have as a citizen, who's supposed to hold who to account? They say America that's supposed to hold your officials to account for their actions, or you locally here, you are supposed to hold your officials to account for their actions. Who has the duty? The first line of duty. Who has it? Who's the duty bearer here? In terms of holding people accountable for their actions, who's the duty bearer? Is it America, the duty bearer, or you, the ordinary citizens, you are the duty bearers? Sometimes you want to ask yourself, stop shifting blame on people. You see the American people, they're not talking about if it was CDC, you gotta be crying like that. Is that what it is? Why are you like that? So if they don't account for you, you're not able to stand up for yourself to hold your people to account. What they will say that will say we independent in our thoughts. How is that possible? Just stop it, man. It's now time you start thinking. Start to put yourself into action. Don't be inactive citizens. Be active citizens. Right? Be active citizens. We are very inactive. Our citizenship, what are you doing to show, to protect, to defend the country? Are you willing to do that? You think that one person want to defend the country or whatever it is that the military? No. The citizens can stand up. They can stand up to say we'll protect our country, defend our country from going further down. It's not against foreign, intrusions or so forth. No, you can defend your country from going further down. You can stand up to your officials, say enough is enough. You can't take our country down any further. That's how you defend your country. It shouldn't be that suddenly waking up or Guinea waking up here and there. Enough is enough. People have defended their religions and said you cannot come deeper into our religion with this trash. It stops right here. Just saw the thing that happened to the Fula woman and the police. These are people that what they were doing, they were defending their religion. They said the police can do anything with that woman for to grab that hijab and then tune it down. They stood up to defend it and say there's a no-go zone. You can do anything with any Muslim in this country, but this is a no-go zone. You can't go there. That's how you defend your religion. That's how you defend your rights. That's how you defend your country. You can even stand up to the very military. You can stand up to the police and tell us that we are defending our country, because this is not the kind of policing that we expect. What did not happen in America in the George Floyd situation when the Black Lives Matter movement got into the streets? They were defending the integrity, the dignity, the rights of black people. That's what defense come in. You have to go sit there and be passing around and what they call here, and then we'll go to the one what they call here. You think what? No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, but you see, this country, will sit there all wait 4 hours. Oh, the boy not coming. You see, the boy not talking anything, sir. The American boy not talking anything. What in the matter? If the talking in your issue is just a privilege that you are given, it is not their right to talk in your issue. That you shy away from your right to protect and defend your country. Whatever they are doing, there is a difference between favor and responsibility. There is a difference between favor and responsibility. If the Americans jump into your politics, holding your government officials to account, they are doing you a favor. That's not their responsibility. Right? They see holding people into account, right? Right? One is favor, it depends on the party. The party doing the favor are the foreigners. Those of you who are local, who are the citizens, you are responsible to hold your officials to account. You're not doing any favor. That's your responsibility. When the Americans are doing that, to hold your officials to account for their actions, that is favor. And you can't brag and depend on favor. That's privilege. Responsibility is in the context of rights. Where have you seen nephew taking uncle to court for not giving child support? Where have you seen that? No, that's favor. Nobody takes anybody to court for favor. No. It is responsibility for which you take somebody to court. No matter how small that baby is. You can't just wake up and say, oh, I will leave my uncle. My uncle doesn't send me to school again. So as a result, I carry you to court. What is that a responsibility? No. That's just favor. And that's why you got to know. You got to know these things. So that you don't just blame people for nothing. If they're not doing it, you can't just force them to do it. Let us learn these things. Let us know these things. These are some of the civics that we need to know. So if you think you're waiting for international community, they gotta come waiting. They will sanction the people in China. Then when they give one report, they say, I now come out with report again. So why are you report you're giving against your government? To what extent are you affecting your report that you're having against your government? You say, oh, they may not come out tell report again. Oh, extrajudicial killing. We're waiting for them. All the baba thing and the police then do here. Just watch it. You will soon see bad report. That all you want. God. People. You see, that's who we are. So you won't sit down, then the people come out with a report, then you take it, you fly it around with it, splashing it in the faces of Unity Party people. Then you see the baba report that coming off for you. So what that one means? So what that one really means? Is it changing anything? Is it changing your lives? No. So what kind of report you looking for? Oh, that injury. I'm rubbing. Yeah, we are. I don't understand it at times, especially we miss the mark all of the time. So I just thought to tell you, Unity Party people, the American government are there now. They don't get time. Even the day the citizen wake up and won't beat your good, they will not turn inside. The day the citizen get ready, they say they won't really be your good. Excluding American interest not being touched, they will not turn inside. So you just know that indeed is risky for you people. It's just that the kind of citizens we have in this country, especially those who are opposed to how you are governing, they're not able to stand out. Alternative, that free beating you finish getting, nobody will talk for you. Real beating you, you're going to get for nothing. Nobody will going to talk for you. Nobody will talk for you. In fact, the more you want what they call it, will say you must just respect the people's rights. All parties should have their rights to whatever it is. They are exercising their rights. That's what they will say. So you'll be sitting down there, you'll be reckless. You'll be doing what you can. You're lucky. Because the kind of citizens we have in this country, that's just it. So you can do anything you can. The reason I'm saying these things, I'm transitioning to something I said recently, which of course you people, some of you didn't believe it. Some of you didn't believe it. But now it's coming to reality. Little did I know, because I just came from court and had to rush to class here with you. Little did I know that the very things I've been talking about, the police conduct, how the community looking, how the police behaving here, I just came from talking about a day before yesterday, and yesterday the police exhibited the highest degree of insensitivity, unprofessionalism to the highest level. And yet today we are sitting here, nothing has happened. Sometimes you want to ask yourself the question, what kind of police we have in this country? Or what kind of country we have now as we speak? I don't just get it. Police just passing around with guns loaded with bullets to shoot and kill. This tells you squarely that the police have come to a realization that anytime they can be target of the citizens. Because Gregory Coleman said it. The last time when people were calling the homes of police director and said this, that Gregory Coleman said, "Y'all come. I am prepared and ready for you." So Gregory Coleman has told his police officers, when you're going to the community, when you're dealing with citizens, you don't see them as ordinary citizens. Go with your guns loaded and get ready to shoot and kill at my orders. I will come up to defend it. I was just asking somebody just a while ago. I said, where's GMB pastors? Are they really seeing like a sound government anymore, or is he insane? GMB not sound. There is an insane government. The insensitivity exhibited by this government is terrible. I think they need to offer prayers for him to get back to normality. If they think they made way for him as a president, with a government of normality, then I think abnormalities have now taken over the entire country. Nothing is normal anymore. You cannot predict normality anymore, but you can sit safely and predict abnormality. Even you walk into the police station, you can predict that a police officer is going to be unprofessional, and in the end, they will be unprofessional. You can be walking like this into the courtrooms. You are saying this is how things will work and will work. People can now predict abnormalities in this country. You can predict professionalism. To say, look, they will be professional. They will be this. They will be that. You can't predict that anymore. Somebody will sit there and tell you, say, just leave your own with God. This which happened yesterday and today, the police, they're passing around free as though nothing happened because the community is silent. This is, I don't know how to describe it. I was not in those days. The Tobot era, Ellen, no era. I don't. This is the worst I've seen. So, here is somebody, a man who lived in the community as a person with sound mind. Eventually, things turned haywire medically. And he got an issue. They said the man ran mad. And in other contexts, you will call that temporary insanity. So he ran insane temporarily because they said malaria entered. He was doing things abnormally. He was no longer to himself. Meaning the issue about reasonableness has been suspended for that time being. Reasonableness has been suspended. He does not see his fellow human with that sense of reasoning to know whether when he uses colors or nerve or something, it will hurt them or this, that. He does no reasonableness has vanished. In fact, the state that brother was in, it was even more terrible than an ordinary crazy man that you see in the street. Because the ordinary crazy man said you can chase them, they will crawl, they will run away, they will do whatever. But this one, the level he was told, his level of reasonability it had vanished for that moment. And he's harming his fellow community dwellers. This is how you look at it, right? He turned against his own people. And this man is harming them. And they decided to run nowhere else. And say, with the level of harm that is being perpetrated by this man, let's go call the police. The police came in. And if he can do to his fellow community dwellers, then what more of strangers, such as the police? He bravely, instead of having fear, he recently was gone. Decided to use machetes, collets. Decided to use collets, chasing these people, grab the other policemen. And up to date, the reason I don't want to even think, up to date, we haven't even seen a video to tell you the level of injury that was done to the police that must have necessitated that action. We haven't seen it yet. The level of injury that must have been done, because those are things you look at, right? So if the person is threatening you to the point of death or causing serious bodily harm, now where is that serious bodily harm that one can see and reasonably look at and say, look, I think this person, this area the bodily harm was created, or this area the harm affected, this is XYZ, and I think this person, they had their own reason to believe that were they not to take this action seriously, they were going to be injured or killed. Let's leave that one. We'll come to the other reasoning. So they decided to look for the police, which of course is obvious. If we are in community, we are being threatened, who do we run to? The police. And they ran to the police. The first man came. They said the man hit, because up to now I haven't seen the color. I haven't seen the depth of the wound on these police officers that they talk about. I live for the King Jong-un. When they were about to justify why they killed people in King Jong, we saw them tying officer faces and say, you see that the people that were shooting the officers first, we saw those ones as their justification as to why they decided to shoot the people in King Jong. We saw that one. This one, I have not seen the video footage to that effect, to see the level of harm that was visited on the body of those officers that must have warranted such action. So they say he harmed two officers. He harmed the first person. The second person, he harmed the second person. So they decided to call for backup. At that point, the man who has done the harm, he ran into his room. At all the points, he runs into his room. What happened? When the guys came, there is a brave officer who went there with gun well loaded. And you will see the scenes. They enter into the room. Right? Y'all look here. There is just 35 seconds video that was shared all over. I just want you to look at it. This is what it did. He ran into the room. 35 seconds. Not that long. Very, very short. 35 seconds video. Very, very short. Yeah. You heard a gun sound. Pull him down. Hold it down. Put it down. Shoot him. You listening to these people telling you group of men went into the place and they are there pulling, and you see here, they are there holding. Shoot him. Pull it down. The gun. Oh, God. You got it, Pat, now? You got it? You got it, man? Let's get it again. You listening? Let's calm the rounds, right? One. That shot one at him. Aim at him. Directly at him. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Folks, what more than can we say? 6 rounds. 6 rounds. Huh? That's what I just asked about Joseph Boga pastors. Where are they? Are they really thinking right in their minds? The kind of government they prayed and brought to power, that they took the Liberian flag and gave it to Joseph Boakai for, are those pastors really happy about it? Always allow the colony religious people, because they want to shy away from their irresponsible conduct, that always leading their members into all kinds of things and then promoting their members' conduct. They are not willing to keep their members in check, and they want to dump everything on government, but they wouldn't want to benefit the resources for these members. Even if they were to steal and bring the money, they would take it. They don't have time. I always like to tie them to these kind of things. Because Boakai and Gregory Coleman, they were just honored recently in the church, just made here. They will go to church. These are the people that are killing citizens. You've seen this. There's a man who is insane. So, in my own studies, even the police knows, as a criminal justice practitioner, where have police people taken any crazy person to go prosecute a crazy person for doing what they did? Where has the police people got that? Where? To the extent that even if the police, were to arrest you, you committed a crime, and prior to the commission of that crime, and then prior to it you were sound, but after you committed, you got crazy, the trial of you will stop right there until you can be restored to normality. Then they will pick it up from that time that you were sound. Because the period before you could commit it, at that time you were sound, but after you have committed it, trauma, you got crazy. They will wait, because the courthouse is not where you carry unsound people to give testimonies, because knowledge is weakening. When a man is standing in the courthouse and saying that I'm speaking to the knowledge of what it is, the true, what is the knowledge that what crazy people get? They call you in the community and say the man crazy. Now understand the man is even powerful. And that which we haven't seen the rooms yet to see whether it is proportional. That policeman just simply came with gun or whatever it is and decided to shoot and kill. And they said, look, this community is where you see CDC people. In fact, the guy, they say you're lying. He said with the CDC here and there, that the CDC people mentality, all the kind of things it's in their minds. So the police comes with that kind of gush. That's how Gregory does it. This is a clear mandate that Gregory gave this you guys and say, look, y'all go there, y'all shoot that human being. That the CDC people, that what they can do, they are not crazy. That's what Gregory can do. That's what Gregory did. You're going to shoot them. They entered and they decided to shoot and kill this man. Six rounds. Putting down. Hey man, police. You want to put somebody down. You get gun. The man has cutlass. The man life is key. And he already told you the man has sound. And I know you will not stand to allow crazy man to kill you because you know you will go in vain. Was the force employed by the police? Was it a proportional force? We understand there's a cause. We want to know the depth of the bodily harm that was committed on the officers then, the previous officers. They said, man, going through second surgery, this, that, here, the other kind of thing. They said the second surgery, right? The first officer, we're not seeing the first officer. That the second officer, no, we're not seeing anything like that. There's no video to show that. We want to saw the dead body shot 6 times in his room. You are telling your crazy man, put that thing down. And you know the man resists. He doesn't understand orders. How can an disorderly man or somebody who has lost his consciousness or his thought process be able to understand you giving him order and you want him to follow it? Let's agree you even wanted to disarm him or you wanted to take the collars off him. What's wrong with your legs? What's wrong with your legs? Or what wrong with you bringing your tear gas and things that you say you can put down? You put it right inside there and then put tear gas all inside there to make sure to just weaken him. Then you move there for him. What's wrong with that? Especially when they say the man is sick. The man doing strange things. The man not normal. The man just turning on his own people. The man doing all kinds of things. The police is aware of that. And all the police has done is to eject that man from the community. That's why the police came in. That's why they call the police. Take the man from the community and go put him somewhere. The best thing that the police would have done, knowing that, they were not going to take that man to go put in jail. They were going to take him and carry him to the mental home. Then they tell the mental home people, then say, what the injection you get that can quiet people? You put it inside the man here. They say the man behaving abnormal. That's what the police would have done. They're not going to carry him in jail. No. That's why we say government. Every sector, they have their own areas. So you have taken that man and carried him straight to the mental home and say, no, the man is suffering some issues and we think that is it. We'll be able to hold him. He's already, stabilized, and of course, whatever it is, he can't make any move now. You're trying to gain injection, and let's be able to observe him. The collar is taken away. That police, you couldn't be that professional. Somebody who temporarily got crazy. You know, malaria can go in some people's heads, eh? It'll be very terrible. Because the man have been living there. You never reported him of being somebody who have been harmful before. No history of that before. You don't even know it. Police people don't know it. Nothing. Police just rush there only to kill. Just to kill that man. Just like that. And is this the normal government that our pastors were praying for? No wonder. You see some of these pastors in this country, you all have yourself to blame for what we are going through here. Because all you people have demonstrated you have no direct relationship with God. You get relationship with money and not with God. You get relationship with envy and not with God. You get relationship with jealousy and not with God. You see the product that you brought? You say, by their fruits we shall know them. Whether this man came as a blessing to this country, the fruit, is this the kind of fruit that we should know JMB bad to say he was sent as a blessing to this country? Is it the kind of fruit? Is it a good fruit? But their fruits, we shall know them, not just pastors or whatever it is. But if God blesses someone, the fruit of that person is what you will know to determine that God really blessed that man. The fruit, what that comes from out of it, what that comes from out of him. All those things are what you look at. You see what you do all of the time? What? You know, sometimes we want to blame these people, but sometimes you don't want to blame where you fall, but you blame where you stomp your toes. That is where these pastors then come in. Where our country really stomp its toes, not from them. Because we are falling, but we're not blaming where we're falling. We are blaming where we stomped our toes. That's bad. The police just killed. And the police will continue to kill. Honor Gregory Coma. And you know what they have demonstrated today? Instead of them going to look at it other way, they have decided to go in show of solidarity and support for one another. Now, somebody was asking a question. You just think that candlelight vigil is just for deaf people? No. It's for honor. It's for show of support, solidarity. It's also for death. When people die, you can have candlelight vigil. Now, for honor, you can also have an honor. You know, remember the people for their services they have rendered. You can also have the candlelight vigil as a solidarity and support against certain people who feel targeted in society. They will have that vigil. They will have that candlelight and say, we are here and we are here together. Enough is enough. The police, what Gregory has done tonight, to go at the JFK and say, will you candlelight, to say, we the police people, we are united against the citizens. That's why it is. I don't know what else you want me to say in relation to that. Oh, you want me to say that? Okay, let me read that out for you. Maybe it will be very important for you to just know what I'm talking about. Let me read out for you, so that you get it. Maybe you may not know. To know what a vigil stands for, you may not know. So it's for remembrance. No, that's one. It's for remembrance, to honor someone who has died, or offering a peaceful tribute or memorial or example, blah blah blah. Let's leave that one. Solidarity. Now, so as far as we are concerned, no police officer died, right? So the candlelight vigil, we are looking for the purpose for which they are out there tonight. That's what we are looking for, right? So the next one is solidarity. Now, the solidarity comes in to show support for a cause, movement, or group of people. Group of people, support, movement, blah blah blah, for group of people. Then they talk about spiritual reflection or prayer. You can have that, but also spiritual reflection or prayer. Now you talk about peaceful protest or awareness, to draw attention to a social issue in calm and, of course, non-violent way. Those are things that could happen, right? So where do you place the police conduct here tonight? They are rallying and showing solidarity and support towards one another in uniting against the citizens to shoot and kill them. And that's why you see Gregory and folks, they are out there. The other policeman will stick running away. I don't know what he go do there. And so he's trying to run away. Yeah. Solidarity and support. I will show you the pictures. Here's what they are showing here. I just define you what this means, right? I just define you what this means. Solidarity and support, to tell police officers we are ready to stand by you, shoot and kill, will be right there. This is the show of solidarity and support for all professionalism. This is why you see them here. This is Gregory Comer. This is a man. Here is men are ready to shoot and kill. That's what it's for. Or you don't know what it is. I like to educate people about issues, or maybe tell them about issues, not educating them, but tell them about issues to tell you what it means. These are the people. You see them here? They are smiling. They are smiling. You see the smiles on their faces? They are ready to kill. So I don't know one more. One more you Liberian people waiting for. To know that Bwaka police is not for you anymore. They have now organized themselves. But look at how they took the incident that occurred right here on the bridge. They have now gone into their meetings. And they say the way that man died on the bridge without tested driver. That is how people are now planning to kill all police people in this country. So we'll go with our guns loaded. You don't need tear gas anymore. We'll go with guns loaded. Now, what Gregory has turned this country to, now what Joseph Bwaka has turned this country to. You know, when we are saying these things, you look at us like, because you think you are Unity Party partisans or partisan, and you think it's good, it's a good idea. We appreciate you. Well, thanks. You know, you shot the man, you killed the man, then you say you carry him to JFK. To go do what? You killed the man. You shot the man where you knew he was going to get killed. And then the police gathered at the JFK as a solidarity and support to their colleagues whom, according to them, are hospitalized with a candlelight vigil. United to kill. And that's the kind of police force you have now on Gregory Comer. I'm just sorry for some of our professional brothers and sisters who are trying their best and just looking for their living. And I know the police force is not one that they are proud of anymore, because the way Gregory has turned the police, and that's bad. Things have gone bad in our country. Let me just share with you something in relation to what I said yesterday. They're saying Gregory, man, is releasing rapists, murderers, because the other policemen who just did murdering, he gone free. What they did is murder. What the police did is what we call murder. It had nothing to do with the line of duty. This is what we call murder. This policeman murdered that young man. It got nothing to do with self-defense. The police murdered this man. This is the first country to see in this modern dispensation or whatever dispensation, to see that instead of police trying to prevent crimes, they are the ones committing crimes. When they talk about murder, they are the ones committing the murders. When they talk about rape, they are the ones raping. What's happening? Everything just staying outside. No wonder when JMB said that this country will finish when somebody cheats, and obviously he cheated, so as a result the country is finished. Nobody who calling who to order, who calling who to account. Where are the lawmakers for them to say, let's look, these things are happening, it's too much now. Let's now summon the police, RG, and so forth. Why is it lawlessness have taken over the entire country? Would they do that? No. The very police people were invited by the lawmakers to carry out lawlessness against their fellow lawmakers. How can they now call the police to say, look, you people are behaving lawless, when the very lawmakers called on the police to go be lawless against their fellow lawmakers? How can they? How can they? They can't. And some of us, we just look at it. This is a 6-minute video. I will just play a portion of it. And Tiawan Gonglo, Councillor Tiawan Gonglo, who is behind this rape case, that he, Gregory Koma, unprofessional criminal and rogue, decided to look at it and say, look, there's a different standard we are trying to employ when it comes to rape allegations now. A sort of friend lawyer of mine on the grounds of the Temple of Justice, and he was there like defending Bryant, and he said something. He said, he said something. He said, look, why would somebody just be accusing somebody? There's no link, there's no this, that. Then the old man you were talking, I just want to call the old man, and then they will know who the person I'm talking about, because there was a special place that we were and people saw us there. So the old man said, no, why? Why would you want to set a different standard when it comes to these people? And you say, yeah, and then you say, yeah, but the law will need to change it. You are a lawyer. Until the law can be changed, the law is the law. Why would a lawyer be standing and then standing there and say, then the law not fair? You are a lawyer. You're supposed to be standing there to say no. Then why will you be saying there's a different standard that should be set for these people, but when it comes to yours, then you say the law is not fair? The fairness of the law is what? Exhibited, is shown. When indeed the standards apply to all, then the law is fair. Not when they're trying to separate that. Let's listen to Councillor Tiawan Gonglo, and there's young man, and he explains some things, which of course you try to get him on, and let's get there, and then you listen to them on this matter.
Updates on where we are. As you will recall, yesterday we told you we met with the higher ups in the police in a meeting where the IG was present and chairing. Some information came out yesterday from Chris, the father of the victim, naming some people who had information. And so today we went back based on the invitation of the police. What came out for me in terms of establishing probable cause, because I wanted to know whether Chris, and not Chris, Brian McGill, and knew the child, or whether the child really knew who she was talking about. But today, the two gentlemen that appeared today confirmed that, in fact, one of them said he saw Brian McGill talking to the girl, promising to buy her copy books at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. That information was not countered by any other information. This shows that the girl knows who she's talking about. Because if that hadn't happened, if she was just calling names, one would say, oh, she's trying to lie, or she's just trying to put crime in somebody's head, or she's just trying to call some big name to get herself, to put someone in trouble. But I believe that it hasn't been established that Brian McGill was making promises to the girl to buy copy books and all of that, that there's sufficient reason to connect Brian McGill to the girl. And we use the Como versus Republic of Liberia standard from the 1898 case, which has not been recalled. The allegation of the victim and the physical evidence on the victim's body are conclusive evidence, not just of probable cause, but sufficient for conviction. So I'm calling upon the police to step up a little bit and arrest Brian based on, because there's sufficient probable cause. Probable cause is information that makes common sense to the ordinary person. Today I saw Brian McGill, and just so that the public, people have been speculating that he's probably run away. I saw him today at the Women and Children Division with a group of people. I think there was a lady by his side, maybe his wife. So he's here. And he's freely moving, but that has not been the situation with other rape suspects. I just want the police to move in such a way that reinforces public confidence in the police as it goes about doing the work it does for all of us to protect us. It should not create a situation where people believe that there are two standards, one for the mayor at West Point and Busa Quarter, and another one for the big shot sitting in a government office. That is all. That is my role in this process, because this is a government case. When the case goes to court, the Justice Ministry has a lot of lawyers. There is a LGBT prosecution unit, and I believe this is a case that is take and win. Let them leave the credibility of the evidence to the jury to determine. That's the jury's role. The police station is not a court. It should not increase its burden by looking at the credibility of the evidence. It should look at the impossibility of the crime being committed by the young lady that already it has been confirmed by the police. That medical report shows that she was penetrated. And there was violence used in the process as she has her tongue closed. It's with the police. Common sense shows that something happened. And she says it is Brian McGill that did. So why are we waiting? We don't have DNA facilities yet. Why are we raising a higher standard? We know our development, our level of development. So I'm sure if something ground crew or Bapolo tomorrow that is like this, police will arrest immediately and put the person in jail. That's the thing I'm talking about. That as soon as the issue of rape is raised, especially statutory rape, in almost every case, the suspect has been arrested and put behind bars. The police does not joke with statutory rape. Why this one is looking like a special case? I don't see any reason for the police to waste time. Thank you very much.
All right. So this is exactly what he explained, right? Good. So I had a phone conversation with the young man. And you'll be there, you'll be talking about all kinds of things. Yeah, you don't even know. You don't even know yet the kind of plan these people have. You'll be there. You'll just be there and thinking that these people get good plans for you. No good plan again for you. And for me, I just look at your, I just laugh. All the enlightenments we are providing, they said knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, and you must be able to utilize that knowledge. You can't just get power, you're not using it. So that's what it is. So for me, I will not have my head on you people. We'll continue to share with you people what it is. So we had this conversation with Chris Davis. So the guys had their own say. I don't know now, but that one part, I think
your woman, the rest of the other people now, they need to find another option now. How she enter? The fence. Yes, maybe I won't.
Okay. So I just want to share with you this conversation we had so that you listen to him telling us how far they went, where they took him in relation to his daughter's case. Let's try to get something clear from him in relation to that, because Councillor Gonglo spoke and we just want to hear something from him clearly. And we know where we're getting as a people. I just want for us to get something clear from him. Because this thing, that these people on here, so a terrible bunch of people. Normally people. You know what?
Oh, yes, Aji. They said you spoke on class reloaded last night. He said that.
Okay. So let me just share with you all this, right? Take your. Are you people getting him? Something like that? If you should, I don't know whether you're getting him, but I'll play from here. Don't worry.
You're lying. Nothing linking them, man.
Okay.
They talk to the security, nothing. Yeah. Somebody just texted me what he said on the TN radio. You know that TNT, maybe they heard it last night from the class reloaded because they get their own show that they can have. Oh, okay. Every night, that last night, he said it. I read it, he said, they didn't get no link of Maggie because he was not here on Saturday. Yeah. The security here said they have not seen him on Saturday. But I get recordings that some of the security, one of the security who said that they did not see him on Saturday, gave me another information about how a friend saw the girl on the before the incident on Friday, before the incident could happen. Saw him talking with her. That recording. You know, all the recording I didn't. Yeah, but it was before the incident could occur. He saw them talking. But whether on the day itself he was there. No. The security guards, before they could call them, they called me, they said, oh, that man car was here, but we don't know whether the girl was inside the car, passed through the gate. Oh, on the Saturday? Yeah, on the Saturday, they told me, they said the car passed through the gate. So, but they told me, say, we can't confirm whether she was inside because the windshield was up. Okay. So we don't know. On the same Saturday again, another guy that was assigned to give fact to where the main office is. Yeah, he now security for the ministry, but assigned to Cadiz Bar restaurant. The guy was having the ministry bunch of key with him. So I went to ask him how did he get the key for the ministry, because he now security assigned on the side. So when I asked him, I said, but how you got the key? He said, oh, that one officer gave me the key. The officer said he was going home and nobody to release him, so he gave me the key. That when the next day people come, I'm gonna give them the key. So I said, but why the officer will take the key and give it to you when he know the security rule here that when nobody releases you, it's all to remain. Or he take the key to the booth and tell his commander before leaving. So when he said it, I said, okay. I asked the guy who received the key from him. The security man said, yeah, when I came, I received the key from the man. Yeah. He said that the other people, the security man gave him the key. So when I went to Central, I told Central about it. When I went to Central, I told Central about it. I came back in the night. You listening? Yeah, when I came back now, then my boss man, the director for security, I was saying that with him in the night. Then he told me, he said, oh, after asking that man, the man said he received key from one black car in the night. The car that came from beyond there, from gate 5, and wound down the windshield. And
the person take the key and give it to me, but he can't remember the person. So I said, but then the man talking different thing. The man said, that security man, he said, no, the one the man told me that, I'm telling you. So I want to ask the other security guy who was taking statement from them. When I asked him, he said, oh, the man came here, the man said, he can't remember the person. But somebody gave him key that night, but he can't remember who gave him the key. So I said, but the man making plenty of statement. So myself too, the next day I went to him, he tell me different thing again. He called the RT man, he said that the RT man gave him the key. That time and they finished arranging with him now what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because when I was questioning him, I was questioning the people telling them that when I left, he came, they told him, so, oh, Chris was yet looking for you. So when he came back and he said, oh, that Richie, I took the key from. I said, then why you didn't tell me that night? Said I was Richie. He told me, said I was security man. Then when he told our boss man, say that black car, he said, oh, I wanted to do my background investigation first before I can tell anybody who had the key being come about. So I was doing background investigation. I said, what do you mean by background investigation? You won't tell me, you know who gave you the key. So all of those recordings are sent it to the police. Each time they call them, they can talk different things. They don't tell them, they don't come also. For me to read that statement, what the five people I said the security also said they have not seen the man. How about the recording I gave them?
But did they on the issue of that, did they really check up with the girls, the aunt the girl was with whom Brian called after he knew that the matter was reported and he asked about the girl identity? Did they check on all of that?
No, they ain't checking on that. They just shooting. If I say all the time that mean they can be calling for questioning, they either call me or call my daughter.
So what about the CCTV camera?
The CCTV camera, as I said from the beginning, I said the first day, the ministry called me. The minister called me and said I should go in the room to go check, to go in the camera room because the RT people that are working with the ministry, they were there already waiting for me. So when he called me, I walked from the place I was and went there. First, I was hesitating first because I said, but how come they will go there without my consent? They were there already, then they calling me. But I said, no, let me make sure and go there. When I went there, I didn't see them. The place was locked. I asked the people that were sitting around. They said, oh, the people were inside. They stayed on here. They left. They went outside. So I said, So I came. I called the minister more than 3 times. He didn't answer me. So when I was coming outside and I had brought one of the RT men, Richie, I said, oh, the minister called me. He said, we should go in the camera room to go check, to go view the camera. He said, no. I can't go in that room. That man got to be there before I go there. I said, but the man already told me, say, you people were inside there. Then he won't tell me, say, you acting like you are not there. I get a man recording it. The man tell me, say, you're there already. I said, go there. He said, no. Say, I never enter in that room. I said, but people saw yourself coming from inside. And then he telling me, say, so I left him. I left. So the next day, when they called me to Central, I told the police, I said, the people went in the camera room on the 10th, I think, on the 10th of September, if I'm not mistaken, on the 10th, that was on Wednesday. They went in the camera room. The police people said, no, that we and them went there. I said, no. They went there before they called you. They went, they said, no. We went there first. I said, no. When you went there, they said that Thursday. I said, I'm talking about Wednesday. So I played the recording. When they heard it, they said they were going to ask. I don't know what they asked. So I said, the people went in the camera room already, they tampered with the camera before they call you. So I told them, I said, oh, I know about camera. I know about camera because I was working there. They said, okay, we'll go back there again and call you so you can see what happened to them. So you yourself can see. They came that day, they entered, they spent more than 4 to 5 hours in that room without calling me. They do what they're supposed to do, they left. They never informed me that they went in that room.
So you never one day, they never call you to show you the CCTV camera footage, but all the things that we see here, we ain't seen them here. They never show you one day.
It was, I think, day before yesterday, and we went to the call for conference to gender ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And the female lawyer was there. The female lawyer then called me and said, let me to gender ministry because I want to talk with your daughter. Because anything happened, we never interview her. So we won't go there to find her. I said, okay. When I got there, I met them talking with her. So they came in the room to wait. After they finished, they went in the camera, in the room. The police that were doing that investigation, there were 4, one lady with 3 men. And brought a projector to show the video. They were showing the video here. They show the only place we could see the girl is at the 15. How she entered there, what place she passed before she entered, they don't show it. On that day, on that day, on August 13th. They just see her opening the gate, opening the iron door, and enter. But when she comes from the main entrance or to the back, they don't show that one. So when she entered, she had a plastic in her hand with that fever leaf we talk about. They were in her hand, and the same clothes were on her August 30th. So they sat there, she said, they tell us, oh, the guy stayed on right to the gate of 15. I think she sat down here for 15 minutes. So she was sitting down with a security guard at the gate. And Lone Star too, some people were playing kickball on the field, and Lone Star player, I think they were going to travel. So they came here to arrange themselves before going. We saw some of the players going inside. So the sergeant was still sitting, looking. So the female lawyer asked and said, we want to ask you, is this the camera doing the investigation now? Because what they were saying now, we can't see anything. We just seen the guy saying that. Then they said, no, the guy told us the time she entered, nobody was here. So, because somebody here, that means she's not saying the truth. Because she said now somebody, how can she say nobody was here? So the answer said, but this incident, when it happened, and only 30 it happened, and at the same 30 guy in the fence here, one more. The same 30, huh? You talking to me?
Wow. So the intent of this that you hearing.
How she enter?
Okay, so let me just get it out.
The fence, only that particular place after they show him. So the female lawyer gave first and two of her group. She said, hello, go. The people here are not ready. The girl on trauma, then you tell me. He said, I myself listen to the girl. The thing the girl explained to me. Either your children, it will come to happen to you. You can bring picture here, can show one thing over and over. She said, we'll walk out of the place.
But the camera get all sides. The camera, like your camera, you get down there. That only one area, that you have one camera.
Then I want the camera plenty. The camera plenty.
Then why they not bring all the angles? Why they not bring all the angles?
Yeah, and they're not showing me. They're not showing me how to get enter and how to go out. So they said Allah, let them show how to get out of the place. You can't show it.
Yeah, these guys are terrible.
All the things
guys are really terrible.
Stolen. Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of the things the player I felt it that this guy will come to play with the case. When I took the matter that day to some 8 in the era.
Yeah.
The people told me they were coming to come for the men to arrest the man and put him in jail on that side before they take him to Central. That while the Central, I was from 8 police told me. Okay. But the next day now, I go there now, they start telling me, say, Central call, or they say, when I be judging cases that I didn't care to the office. I got to know.
Okay. So, you know, I just wanted for you people to understand how this entire thing had gone. When you heard Gregory saying there's nothing linking the man, they have destroyed evidence. So at first, the guy said the RT folks, and he kept mentioning one name, one Richard. He said one Richard, and right now the next thing is the police assured him that they will go there with him, saying he's a security man, and he operates the camera room as well, the CCTV camera room. They will go there along with him so that they all can view the angles and see what it is. He said they promised that they would have gone there with him. When they went there, they did not call him. They stayed there for hours and left. Why they are not involving him or security personnel down there to get involved with the searching of the CCTV camera footages? So you can see clearly that everything these people are doing, going to killing people, shooting people, there is nothing that will come up that will call justice. Oh God. You know, the guys, they are very foolish to the extent that they just think everyone dumbfounded. That's why I just see the whole Gregory police to look like. To the extent that anything they do, they common men out there can know that they're lying. They are not professional. They're not tactical. Nothing. They're just dumbfounded. These are a bunch of people that case that investigation there. Where you get a person, you get one angle, you ask the girl, where did you say the incident take place? Okay, the incident took place so and so gate in the person office. Do we have a CCTV camera along that route going to the main office? Yes. All right. Can we go to the CCTV camera footage at the time? They didn't do that. They only stuck to gate 15. Gate 15 is far from gate 5 that they're talking about. So all these things. So who's, oh gosh, let's get to the lines. I don't want to talk much on it. Yeah, the killing of that guy in the form and manner it happened. The same killing that happened and went free when Unity Party was getting to power. It's the same killing that continuing now with the justification, candlelight vigil, and of course that's clear justification as to why the police killing. The police killed Inkinjaw, they gave justification. They just kill again, another justification. I don't know what justification they were able to give for that kid that they killed at Weah Junction. Terrible things are happening. But in all of your worries you have, never forget the 18th of this month. That's next Saturday. That's the groundbreaking ceremony. And as of next week, we'll be exclusively on everything relating to the groundbreaking ceremony. As far as we are concerned, JMB and his group, they are done. We are only waiting for 2029. We don't know. If anything will happen before that time, it's not going to be on the hands of the CDC. It's going to be on the hands of them. And that's what we are looking for all the same. So that's it right here on this very dial. Let's get to the line. Just a brief moment. We don't have much time now. About 13 minutes to be out of here. Just brief, please. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, AB, this is me, James.
Yeah, please go ahead quickly. I don't have much time now. Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, AB, people are getting prepared my group for the 18th of the month. We are getting prepared. My whole group are already set.
Okay.
And Johnsonville people, they are already set. I'll be marching with Johnsonville people. They coming next week Saturday. I'll be marching with Johnsonville people.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, my brother. Hello, how are you doing? Let me get on to this person quickly. We are certainly getting there. No time to waste. And we getting there. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am. Let's hear from you, please. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, maybe you know where I prophet last time when you say la bureau was injected water. What you said that way. You see the prophet. You see what prophet say. You see it coming to pass. Where la prayer pastor no yeah man line more than say man line. Where let's say you see it coming to pass in the country heavy.
You're right.
What going on? Killing people, shooting at young son. See what going on in the country. All the pastors in the poor in the public they kill millions. See what going on in the country.
Right.
And I receive we the sedition will not protect, will not do anything. We will wait until now. Just we will put in power. Yeah. On the 18th, Saturday next week, we will see the AP. And I say, as I call the money, I say, I'm blind. What they say, yeah, you see, hey. We're coming and next week Saturday. So say that our here, what Becca Sinner will be on our here. That will be moving with the store. I don't want to get play, you can say Becca Sinner. But they coming in the 30. Yes, God, they can come and see. They spare, they told that we were getting spare. We'll be told our Becca Sinner, we'll be told our shower, and the spare will be on our ground to take it ground. Thank you very much.
Thanks, ma'am, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing? The next mom.
Hello, Abby.
Yeah.
The mom will not call for Tasha was Abby. We are chicken. Yeah, we chicken to the people. Police director. We chicken to them. Abby, when you we call it a college for a TSM, you know, being one to shooting test, man. Somebody said, you put in a lot of things to hospital. You have to get to shoot me, say, sir. Then you think, and I want to talk.
Oh, no, mommy. I know how you feel about that. It's terrible. Very terrible. You can't even think that is him. And El, what are you doing?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, Eddie. You know, I had to write, I think I wrote on your thing and beg you to please stop showing that. Because it brought back memories. A few years ago in Lawrenceville, Georgia, USA, where I'm living, a Liberian fellow, he had up the same sickness this guy had.
Wow.
And his wife called the cops and said, my husband is acting up. Y'all please come. And when they got there, he went into the garage. Those people went and bust that garage and they shot and killed that boy. But this is what happened. We have this guy called Marvin Johnson. He and I joined CDC to get him. He was a lawyer and a judge. But Marvin was a lawyer then. And Marvin got on our case. Marvin made a Liberian community to turn up in front of the house. We were down there until they found those cops saying guilty. And they have them in jail up to now, more than, I think, 15 years. But they stay in jail. And they had to pay the family. So it's no play. It's no play. In America, just recently, they went and burnt out a judge's house. They burned her house down. They're not playing. People standing up for themselves now. And if the citizen would just stand up and
just say, just killing. Yeah.
Y'all can family, y'all can community, y'all can do it for yourself. Y'all surround your homes. Somebody is in this thing, yeah, maybe he can go and have to molest the Christians. That's why he's doing that for. Why can't you people do something? We're waiting. Someone going to Saudi Arabia, buy her own protection, carry it around. Why you can't do this? You think the old man sitting over there, that old man, you know what's going on. They're doing all that thing and they'll go and lie to their old man. That's it. Y'all gotta stand up for yourself, citizens. Thank you so much. Martin Luther King of Liberia. Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And what's my blow? You don't deserve to be on this platform. I hear the useless comment you just made about my girl not being there. That's uselessness on your part, and I don't condone that foolishness. Hello, what are you doing? Let me get on to this. Hello, what are you doing?
Hello, AB.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
AB, thank you so much. You know, for a veteran lawyer like Councillor Tiawon Gonklo to have given the legal facts about that case. I read the post on Facebook, and today you just played the main video analyzing the whole case. For the Walker government or Gregory Coma to think that he's the one that made Republic of Liberia, he can determine who should be arrested and who should not be arrested. Let them just do what they are doing. How far is 4 more years? They got 4 more years. How far it is? If the Walker can come to power and release a convicted murderer, like Gloria Mususkau, and give up position, they think rape that is a non-believable crime in Liberia. They can throw it under the carpet. After a 6 years, the new government will reopen our case, and all they will play on our case will be brought to justice. I'm sure, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm sure a crime that is non-believable will have a statute of limitation. I don't think there's a statute of limitation on rape.
No, even statute of limitations have exceptions, especially in the form and manner in which it happened. If the prosecutors believe, let's say for instance, there can be reasons for which they can even free you now in your case, right? But if the prosecutors were to discover new evidence to show that you did that at that time, they can reopen the case. Great. So the current prosecution or police, they may ignore it. the next batch of police can come and say, no, we have discovered new evidence to show that Brian did it that time. They will go for him. Exactly. And all those who contributed to deleting the video here, they will go for all the people. They will grab all of them, maybe deal with them, some kind of way. So that
you are not there, journalist, you are a lawyer. You document all the cases. Let Walker and him, Gregory Coleman and whosoever, let them feel that library is their fan. Let them feel that library is their fan. Their days are numbered. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. We're right here on this dial. Hello, how are you doing? Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, boy, Solo. Let's listen to you, please. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. You haven't been hearing me because my two been killing me, brother.
Oh, man, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
However, and let me say this, AB. Remember 1990 when the war was coming, and you had people jubilating for the war to come, and even churches were praying, like the Methodist Church, they were all part of the hosting of the rebel in the country, and they wanted the war, and people were celebrating. This is the same thing that happened with this government. People were celebrating the government, that they think the government was coming to do something better, but they were coming to kill the ordinary people. They thought the government was coming for sedition and to bring good things like the lie, but today you can see what happened to this young man. You guys know, does not train for excessive force. You have police riots, you have a police shield that you can shield yourself to take the gun or colors or knife from this man. But you guys kill the innocent man and you know that your officer was stabbed. Those people took oath to protect life and property. So they expect those things to happen. You already talking about the man have a mental problem or the man having an issue. Even if he doesn't have a mental issue, AB, does it give them the right to kill this man? They can even do something to wound him that he will drop the arm. What about all the excessive force they have been using on people to grab people? Why they didn't use that? They have the police shield. Why they couldn't use that? But they went there and the gentleman point down, shooting. You start shooting the man and you kill the man, you won't come lie to her. That rape KAB, the only thing that will happen is that we have to keep the pressure on them. Gregor Kumo then, they are not there in the interest of the people. Gregor Kumo had a serious meeting with his police officers to harm people. This is why they issue tear gas for all police officers in our country. Anybody do something, just tear gas them. Because they're acting like no different from rebel. What kind of people will be behaving like that? Go see the other one that happened in this few days. They went to her house. The girl said, I don't live here. I came to visit somebody. They said, no, we will force you to live here. They got to get the city. One here going to get it. The girl said, no, I don't live here. They say, by all means, we'll carry you. The girl said, what are you doing? They jump on the girl, fighting the girl to do. So the meeting they have where instruction Gregory gave them, that's it. But I can tell you, they can do all the things what they're doing. From 2029, if they think they're going to do what they're doing to use excessive force, we will teach them lesson. The same thing we did to Chattanooga, we'll teach them that lesson that will run behind them in that time. They will not believe it. Okay. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. We are certainly getting there. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you, boss.
Oh, AB.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing so great, Chief. Great to have you on. Your name, please.
Great. Moses Dennis. I'm trying to get in touch with you. I need to speak with you as soon as possible. It's very, very, very urgent.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You were just here. Okay. On the line here. Okay. Moses, I will get to you. I'll reach you. I think I got your contact now.
You got my number?
I got it here now.
Okay.
Except you have different contact than what you are using now.
No, it's the same contact.
Okay, no problem. I'll reach you, Moses. I'll reach you.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, boss. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I saw you online. Yeah. Hello, how you doing? Hello?
Hello,
Yeah. How's everything, Chief? Let's hear from you.
Maybe My name is Musa Brown. I'm from Lagos. You see, every we are here working. When you play the video, and I saw the video, and I heard.
You heard it, guys. What? Shooting, bring him down. Yeah.
In this country, some people working to make up him. When those guys ready, maybe they take things, but we will restrain them. Because people free, they can restrain them. And then the police for getting the report, giving the answer that this man of only 20 years, they are normal.
Yes.
Normal. It's normal. So this God that unexpected. They were called because somebody was really act normal. That's why they were going there. But the police should be trained practically how to bring such a person down, how to restrain him. So to restrain him was just the best option. You shoot this guy. In fact, when you shoot this man and kill him in his room. Amen. If that is in this country, God can come up with this place immediately. Then that nonsense to go, that bullshit to go do, they say the chemical camel to get here, put solidarity. When you are told that this man is going to is normal, people that work here in mental home, when you go in there, you sign us. But these people you're working with, normal. So when they attack you, they are certain when you should defend yourself. You either leave, run away from them, and follow me to bring them to restrain them, to take care of them. And you see the kind of country we have in? This is what I told you, baby. When you were to FM, I told you, baby, before that Gregory Coleman, the reason why Joseph Hawkeye appointed God, because Gregory Coleman, they were part of the death squad. They were killing people around Monrovia. They were responsible. And so this is what they are putting into practice, buddy. But it is satanic. Oh, man.
You're right.
They
Okay. They can't that. Just like that. Free. The government is killing the citizens. All right. Thank you, Mother. Hello, how you doing? Hello?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Thank you. Maybe I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a Popo Corner, down Coast Spoon Hill, Wingtown community. Maybe, thank you very much. As I start near my radio and begin to listen to the gun sound, it reminds me of what happened and what we experienced over the last 14 years. That led some of us today, we don't even know where they bury our parents. But this is the case. Indeed, I want to truly believe that the prophecy that was made by that Nigerian pastor, indeed it is coming to pass. From the day Joseph Newman Braga became president in our country, the guns that were meant to protect us, the gun is killing us, the rain is falling from heaven. The very first time, the gun went to King George and killed on King George massacre. Today, you say the man is fighting police officer, but you walk into the man and shoot the man and kill the man. What's the justification for this, Gregory?
Right.
Gregory is destroying our country gradually. And people who were the voices yesterday, where is Cotto Brown? Hey, Cotto Brown, why we are not hearing from you people? Yesterday, you condemned about taboo unit that you did not see. Oh, Cotto Brown was a press conference. What happened today? Where are the controversies of yesterday? Yes, that our President Weah. Even when President Weah was giving Nigerian education, they condemned it yesterday. What are they today? We are dying. They want the entire country to go down the drain before they say, before they can talk. If President can be brave to take a reef and put it to Vatan, symbolizing Vatan to be a graveyard, what are they insinuating? In Liberia, not a graveyard? So, maybe we need to pray to God. This country, Joe Newman Parker, is dragging our country to grave. But we know he will go and this country will never.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let me just squeeze in man CC, then we'll get Anonymous. Hello, how you doing? Yeah. Hello, how you doing? Yeah.
I made it on the line with you.
Yeah, let's hear from you, man.
Thank you. This is my CCD.
Mm-hmm.
I can show graduate come on. I don't call him. I look at looking at Gary. Let Gary come on. I can show him for what he did to our mama life, to our children. For lying and saying they were not there, they were not there. Let him go back. I always saying to him, I say, remember Josie. Remember Josie, Josie was the wickedest man, but what brought him down? That wickedness brought him down. So what you think he did our country to a talking and to what people have to what do it. Joseph died for death of wickedness. I come and tell you, get it come on. Let him go ahead. I was going to rest and he lies and all they want to that place. They were not going to there. They were not there. They were not do. They were not coming soon. Just go ahead. Go and watch it. Everyone about his death will be nasty. Thank you.
All right, Mom. Thank you so much for your contribution. I'll leave you people with these your songs. All right. And as the 18th is just around the corner, we are getting there. And again, I want to tell you, so we're going for the 18th is next Saturday. Because today is the 9th, tomorrow is the 10th. And then we'll have Saturday being the 11th. So we leave this one with you right here, people.
They tore us down, we hate and
so we really want to do everything we can. I leave this song with you as we are gearing up for the groundbreaking ceremony on the 18th of September. That's going to be next Saturday. Folks, get up, get ready. You are ready to stand and stand very, very strong. But before we close, let me tell you this. If you think others will speak for you other than yourself, you are making a very big mistake. Until you talk, no one talks. So just know about that and know you ought to stand strong for yourself. Talk for yourself. Be there for yourself. Be active citizens and not inactive citizens. By that, your government will fear you. By that, they will respect you. And then your country will be a better place. So until we are back here tomorrow, God willing, with the Friday's edition with the Diaspora Talk team, I want to say, we wish you all the best. Bye-bye.
All the way. CDC, brother. CDC. All the way. They tore us down, we hate and shame. They play their games, but we remain. They thought they won, but they don't know. You can't break what's in our soul. We're not in the walls or halls. We live in the hearts of our people, Lord. So break the bricks, we're standing tall. CDC will rise through it all. Let's go break our ground. Let's go make them shake. In unity, there's power found. We are supreme, the mighty CDC. The mighty CDC. The mighty CDC. You've done your worst, the world can see.